You're listening to Comic Reflections, episode 44. I'm Nicholas Prom.
And I'm Spencer Valadez.
All right, so it's Wednesday Warrior Edition, recorded on a Thursday,
right?
Because we're lazy. What are we starting today with? Daredevil number 27?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so this is the first ongoing Daredevil I've picked up in a while.
Right.
I missed a couple arcs because I closed my box.
Right.
Awesome. Still Mark Waid writing. Beautiful art with Chris Samney. This is killer. It's a end of an arc issue, but what an ending.
Yeah.
Okay, Foggy has cancer.
Yeah.
And all the crazy messing with Matt's mind stuff was masterminded by Bullseye,
right?
Who I didn't even know was a cripple in an iron box,
right?
And there's this other guy that he's given Daredevil's powers somehow, and it's a big battle royale with that guy, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
So I left off with Daredevil. He's just being played in his mind by someone.
Issues ago. Okay.
By someone. We don't know who's doing it. He is being screwed over by someone.
Yeah.
And then I stopped.
Collaborated and listened.
Right.
No, we didn't. We just didn't have any information. So we come back in here.
And it's just as red as when I left off. Mark Waid is just so great.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I love Mark Waid. He wrote my Desert Island book, Kingdom Come. So he can. He's one of the gods of comics writing for me.
Wow. So I jump back. It's like I didn't miss a skip, a jump.
Or not much.
Right.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like it's you're not confused.
Right. I jump back in. I'm right. I remember the stuff that was happening. He's tying it up in this issue. Excellent.
And I feel like there's rad places that we're going next.
Yeah.
So
I was a little concerned with the guy Daredevil had to fight.
Oh yeah.
Just because I feel like with all the powers that he was given, it would have messed up his, balance. It would have messed him up more than it would have helped him. Because he can see, he has all these senses already.
Yeah.
Daredevil's make up for what senses he lost.
Right. I think, like I said, whatever the guy's name was, I forgot. It's a liability.
Yeah.
His sight will distract him, I think.
Yeah.
So, plus, Matt's had years and years of using his powers. This guy he's kind of new to him.
Right.
So, advantage, but it's still rad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Still kind of a Mexican standoff with him and with Bullseye.
Yeah.
And it's awesome sauce.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I mean, Daredevil, this is one of the best books in comics. It's definitely my favorite Marvel comic title.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah. And well, it's the only Marvel ongoing I'm getting right now.
Right.
So, but, yeah, awesome.
Cool. Moving right along.
So last week I was all sad because where I went to pick up comics, anyway, they were out of this issue. It's Captain Midnight number 0. But Spencer went and got it during the week somewhere else.
I did, yeah. I was actually not there to pick up any comic books, and I saw this and grabbed it for you.
Yay!
It was great. So Captain Midnight, issue 0.
Yeah. This is reprinting a few stories that appeared in DC Comics Presents, the anthology book.
Okay.
But that's like an $8 book, and so I'm glad this came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a revival of a Golden Age hero who had really just a handful of comics, and then a radio show. I think maybe a movie serial. I'm not sure about that last part. But a cool hero. It just definitely has a classic comics vibe.
Right.
There's shades of Captain America coming from the past time and into modern times. So.
But who says that can't happen? Right?
Well,
we're in a comic books world.
Sure.
No,
I think it's cool. I'm interested in this. I'll probably pick up the number 1.
Cool.
I'm a little hesitant because I was just like, there wasn't quite enough to make me really go hog wild in love with this book. But I'm interested.
Yeah.
And I want to see what's going to go on.
Is that we're slightly interested because they didn't give us a lot of background. There's there's a story there, and I think they're going to be revealing that story.
Yeah.
Over time.
If I'm kind of interested, but I'm not sure, I'll give anything like 2 issues.
Yeah.
So unless it's just out and out, like, I don't dislike it. But if I'm kind of interested, like, I'll give this the next issue. And if that really pulls me in, then I'll decide where I'm going to continue. Yeah. But pretty cool, from Dark Horse, you know. Mm-hmm. So,
Victor Ibanez, I've seen his name around. He seems like a fairly...
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Common.
I don't know.
Okay. So definitely check this one out, I'd say. And here you go.
Yeah. So... We've also got The Adventures of Superman #2. Now, this is these digital first shorts, collected in print format now. Mm-hmm. I really loved the first issue of this. And honestly, I will call this issue #2 the sophomore slump. Okay. Because, I thought the stories in here were like, okay to meh.
Right.
I wasn't really digging on it too much. There were 3 stories. The third one, especially, was the story that Michael Avon Oeming, the guy who does the Victories book at Dark Horse. His art, it's like it looks too cartoony, you know, for me. Like I could see this guy working on animation storyboards, but for comics,
exactly.
Nope.
I'm not a guy that's going to pick up Superman books.
Yeah.
That's just... I don't have any urge to pick up Superman books. He's a great character. He's a classic character. But if I needed to pick up a Superman book, this is the books I think I would pick up.
Yeah, just
the
anthology, and it's not... These are out of continuity stories. You can just come in and you don't have to like, what's been going on?
Yeah.
And for some people for the folks that have not been wowed by the New 52 Superman books, like a lot of people, and if you're wanting to read a Superman book, this might be the one for you. Just not this issue. But the #1 was great. The thing about these anthology books is they're hit and miss.
Yeah.
But I'd say check out #1 and watch for #3 of The Adventures of Superman.
It was great. Yeah. I dug I dug the first and second story. The third one, just the art really turned me off. The story I feel like could be there. The art was just meh.
Well, right, and and the best written comic in the world, you're not going to want to read if the art isn't appealing.
Exactly.
It's just I can have the most gorgeous art, and if the story is garbage, forget it.
Yep.
You have to have a meeting of those. So well written, sure, but nope.
Right.
So. Really exciting book that came out this Wednesday is Batman and Superman #1.
Yeah.
Greg Pak writing, beautiful art by Jay Lee. And this is cool. This is kind of tells the meeting of Batman and Superman in the New 52.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of we're starting out like their first meetings and adventures together. And this is an excellent read.
Yeah,
I don't want to give any plot points away. You didn't pick this book up on Wednesday, go back and get it.
Yeah, you'll find back issues, but it's excellent.
Yeah.
That's hard not giving plot points.
I know. If you want to, go ahead.
No.
Give some way.
I'll leave it with the no plot points.
I think the plot was a little complex, but not too much to the point where like what?
Yeah.
It's not like Superman Unchained that we got. That was just sucky.
Yeah.
And I was disappointed because Scott Snyder wrote it, and I was like,
yeah,
fart.
This is going to be a book that I'm going to enjoy reading when you pick it up.
Yeah. Yep. And our last book of the show today is King Conan, The Hour of the Dragon, #2.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I read the last issue, loved it. This, also love it. Conan in battle, fighting guys that want to overthrow his kingdom. And it's cool. It's Conan against wizards, and you know how Conan hates wizards. A lot.
I mentioned this to you. I think it's cool that it's Conan as an old man who's still just barbarian.
He's still
going
awesome.
back and kind of
recounting his earlier adventures as a king. I love that perspective that they're taking with it. Timothy Truman, who created The Scout, an earlier, more classic Dark Horse comic. He's writing this book, and it's very cool.
Mm-hmm. When I first opened them up, I thought the art was going to be a bit distracting.
Yeah.
It seemed a bit flashy to me, but I mean,
it's real Frazetta.
Okay.
Frank Frazetta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, the art isn't by Frazetta, but it's Frazetta-like.
Right. As soon as I started diving into the story, though, I was hooked completely.
Like a crackhead.
Yeah. It's a great story. It's great. I mean, I hope they continue this. It's 12 issues, so...
Yeah, well, it's going to be 2 6-issue limited series adapting this Robert E. Howard story.
Yeah. So,
yay!
I feel like it's going to be good.
Cool. But yeah, I think that's about it
for this week. That's the books we got.
So, yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah.